So thanks everyone for joining. We're like super excited. We never thought that we'd be doing something like this. But some of you were asking questions about how to grow on TikTok, how to record, how to post videos on TikTok. So we thought we will organize maybe this training, because I went through this journey myself. I started TikTok, like actively posting on TikTok, I think about 1 year ago. And I learned a lot in this time of like constant posting, and I felt like I was able maybe to share. It would be good for me to share this information of this knowledge that I've gained with you all, so that you can also go and kill it on TikTok. Okay, I will share my screen now so that you can see our amazing presentation that we worked on. Okay, everybody can see my screen? Okay. So the first question is why TikTok became so popular recently. And there are several factors to it. And probably the most important ones are that it's very, very unique. It's very different to anything that has ever existed before. And also it helps people kind of enjoy their love for music, because it's really, really music centered. So if there are lots of trends that start around like popular songs, and basically if you're just a music fan, for example, like me, then you'll be definitely enjoy TikTok, because there are like so many cool sounds and videos that like use these sounds. Also at the beginning, TikTok was kind of obscure platform for teenagers, but then it grew more and more popular, especially in the US. And it kind of started gaining credibility when celebrities started joining TikTok. So J-Lo had several successful challenges on TikTok. I think at Super Bowl last year, J-Lo actually chose the people who were dancing with her on stage from TikTok challenge. And one of those people was Charli D'Amelio, who is like the biggest TikToker on the planet. I think she's close to 100 million followers now. And she also became popular and celebrity only thanks to TikTok. And this is like the power of TikTok. And basically it's not the app for teenagers anymore. Other celebrities that use TikTok is actually Bruce Willis is an active TikTok user. He was very active, especially during lockdown. And I never knew that he could speak Spanish, but he posts Spanish TikToks, and it's really fun to watch. Also, Will Smith is posting, and there are like countless other celebrities. I also think the unique feature of TikTok is that it can make you laugh. So very often you can go like through a roller coaster of emotions. Sometimes there are videos that are like super sad and you feel like you're gonna cry. There are some videos that can make you laugh and you're like dying of laughter. And this is very, very cool feature, which I felt like was a little bit missing in other social media, because in other social media, you're kind of following the same people. So you follow the people and you see them on your Facebook friend list, or you see them in your Instagram tab where you kind of see people that you followed, and that's it. But in TikTok, when you're scrolling through For You page, you constantly see new videos, and these videos are popular. So usually TikTok shows you the videos that went viral. So this is usually like very funny videos, or very, very videos that can make you feel some kind of emotions. Also, TikTok is more entertainment than lifestyle. So, for example, on Instagram, there is whole this lifestyle culture of people posting their outfits or their life and saying, "I'll do this, I do that." And TikTok is more about entertainment. Of course, there are a lot of fashion TikTok accounts and profiles, and it's really thriving on TikTok. But even the style of videos that they post, they're funny, they are engaging. There are like lots of transitions. They use all the sounds. They're like they have totally different vibe than Instagram, for example. Also, TikTok is relatively easy to use and easy to learn, even though at the beginning it can be a bit overwhelming. But once you get the hang of it, you will see that it's not as difficult as it seems. And what I feel necessary skill set for TikTok is that you need to have before you go and embark on this journey is commitment. It's important to be committed and decide, I'm going to be posting every day. I'm going to be posting consistently. I'm going to do it all the time. And also it's important to be fun, creative, and have some knowledge that you want to share over showing off. So it's not an app where you're like, look at me, look at what you can do, but it's more an app. I can make you laugh. I can make you learn something new and cool. And this is a big difference, TikTok with like other platforms. So, and commitment is still being the most important one. So if you are not sure that you are gonna commit yourself to posting regularly, like every day or every second day, then you better not even start with TikTok, because it will be very hard to grow. I mean, when you already have some established audience, you can switch to like posting once or twice, 3 times a week. However, at the beginning, it's very important to post like constantly, because then TikTok will realize that you want to grow and you're in it for real, and will kind of push you out, and the algorithm will prioritize your videos. We managed to grow to almost 8,000 followers since September. I think we also did a couple of giveaways, but a lot of our growth has been organic. Like recently we had a video, I think here is the screenshot, which got, I think now it's over 100,000 views, and we gained over 1,000 followers just from one video by Katie. And it's very difficult to achieve on other platform. Now Instagram has Instagram Reels, which give you similar power options. However, Reels are not available in all countries. So if you're, for example, from Russia, you cannot use Reels yet, but you can use TikTok. Some people say that TikTok is currently the biggest marketing opportunity in the world, that it's totally changing the landscape of marketing and how people market things, so how people even react to things. And maybe some people say that it can change the whole marketing for the next decade. Because if a platform like Instagram changed and implemented Reels just to follow TikToks, this means that they recognized that a lot of attention was shifting to TikTok. And also Instagram algorithm was kind of hiding, not like hiding, but it was stagnating a little bit. And your video, like, I don't know if you guys experienced it, but what we experienced with our accounts was that we were losing reach and not like actually growing it, maybe because the Instagram became oversaturated. However, they have Reels now. But anyway, the point is not to compare Instagram and TikTok, and just to explain to you that I agree with this statement that maybe it is possibly the biggest marketing opportunity in the world right now, because there are not many people are on TikTok right now. However, there are more and more people joining every day. And before lockdown, it was a much smaller platform than it is now. I've seen it grow and change over 1 year a lot. And I think it will continue to grow and change with time. Also, what I've noticed is that a lot of trends, I know that a lot of you guys are from Europe. I noticed that a lot of trends come to Europe from US a little bit later. And right now, TikTok is like super, super hot and in the US and not so popular in Europe yet. However, we get a lot of trends from US. For example, Instagram was first big in the US, and then it came over to Europe. And I feel like Europe will soon follow the trend. How does TikTok work? So this is possibly the biggest thing to keep in mind when you post on TikTok is, like, I call it circles of TikTok. So when you record the video and you post it, firstly, it gets pushed out to select, I don't know, to limited amount of people. Maybe it can be 30 people, can be 50 people, can be 100 people, depending on like the hashtags and the sound that you use. And if these people don't like your video, then it's not going to go any further. However, if they watched your video until the end, if they liked or commented or pressed the share button, sometimes people ask to click the share button even without sharing the video, because it boosts the algorithm. So if these people liked your video, then it will go to the second circle, which is like maybe, I don't know, 100, 200, 500 people who are then also guinea pigs. And depending on how they interact with your video, it will get pushed out to even wider audience. And this is how videos go viral. So firstly, they get tested on a smaller sample of people, and then bigger and bigger and bigger. Here is a little bit important thing to keep in mind, that if your video got really low views, maybe it's not because your video is bad, but maybe because the wrong people saw it. Maybe only people interested in Roblox saw it. Maybe people only interested in dancing saw it. So it doesn't mean that your video was like low quality or not interesting. It probably means that your people hasn't seen it. That's why it's important to not give up. And if, for example, your video flopped, you can always repost it and like kind of maybe reuse it with different sound. But we will get to it a bit later. So the very, very unique feature of TikTok is that sounds are kings, and they can like they have the biggest influence on how your video is performing. And it's very, very recommended to pay close attention to the trending sounds and use try to use if you are like starting out on TikTok, try to use trending sounds for almost all your videos that you're posting. This is where it's very different to Instagram, for example, where you record yourself singing something. Maybe you're singing, I don't know, Levi and Rose. It's a very popular song. It sounds amazing in ukulele, but if it's not trending sound on TikTok, even if you tag the sound, then most probably, unless you sing like super amazing and blow everyone away, most probably it will not perform well. So sounds in TikTok are kind of like hashtags on Instagram, where they help TikTok and the users like discover your videos and also kind of push them out. So if you're starting out on TikTok, you should concentrate on producing creative videos, participate in challenges that you can find on Discover page. Also in Discover page, you can find trending hashtags. So for example, there are different challenges that use different hashtags. Like recently there was challenge hands up with the hashtag hands up, and everyone was posting videos with that. Also, you have to keep in mind that usernames are indexed by search. So if you, for example, if you want to have ukulele account, then it's good to have ukulele in your username. And if you want to have your real name, then you can use the name in your profile bio, for example. So you can have, I don't know, blah, 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 ukulele, and then like your real name. So if someone is searching for ukulele, then they will find you. Also, it's important to keep in mind that once you build your audience, you start to nurture it and not only think of how to gain more followers, because if people followed you, and you have to keep them interested. So if people followed you, most probably they will be the ones seeing your new videos first. And because TikTok is such a platform which is based around discoverability of new content, I sometimes get followed after like a few weeks of seeing the same content from them, and then I don't interact with their videos, and then they kind of disappear from my For You page. So this is something to keep in mind, that you have to kind of always have to keep them. Then there are hashtags. Hashtags help us grow and succeed. It's good to use a mix of, is my connection bad or it's okay? Because I got a notification.
Everything's okay.
Okay, I got notification with your connection bad. Okay, so hashtags. Hashtags are a little bit different than on Instagram, because on Instagram you can use 30 hashtags. So you can have hashtags like perfect life, perfect day, sunlight. And on TikTok, it's not like that, because the space where you can write your text, your title of the video, and the hashtags is like so limited, so that usually you can use about like 5 hashtags per video. And another thing to keep in mind, that you cannot edit your caption after you posted the video, so you have to get it right the first time. It's a little bit annoying at first, but I guess it is the way it is, and you kind of get used to it with time. So hashtags are like funnels that help TikTok categorize your videos and help it understand which kind of people would like to see your video. Because if you just post video without any hashtags, or just use For You page hashtag, then most likely the TikTok algorithm will show it to wrong audience and your video will flop. Sounds are acting similarly to hashtags. They can be in 3 forms. So there are songs in the TikTok library. That you can also do voiceovers. There is voiceover function. So if, for example, if you are showing something, a picture, and you're talking over it, or you're showing a video and you're talking over it. And also there is an option of original sound that if you record yourself singing or talking, this is the original sound. I use sometimes all 3. So for example, I say something on camera, then maybe I show like a picture and I record myself explaining it. And then I add a trending song to play in the background to help me get more views. And if you're just talking on camera and doesn't interfere with your ukulele playing, then it's important to add a popular sound at like very low volume to like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4%. And it can help your video get boosted in the algorithm. And also, even I've noticed like it's not even just about the algorithm, but also people like to watch videos with like trending sounds. I remember when there was this savage dance going on about like 1 year last spring, and people were like doing all this savage dance, and it was like really popular. But also a lot of people were doing videos just talking, and they had this song playing in the background. And because I was already used to feeling great and excited when seeing all the dances, I kind of got the same emotion when watching the videos which were like totally non-dancey, which were like just people talking and saying something to the camera. Because there are lots of videos on TikTok where people just talk on camera and they share their wisdom and they say like, I discovered this, I went to my psychotherapist and he told me this, and these kind of type of videos are like super popular as well. So here is the fun part, recording in TikTok. Recording on TikTok can be a bit tricky because there is no option to, if you import your own videos, you cannot cut your videos, you can only slide. That's why when I, for example, record videos for TikTok, I make little short videos, like not one long one. And then when I import them to TikTok, I can kind of adjust when it starts and when it ends, but I cannot cut it. If I want to cut it, I have to use CapCut. If you record on TikTok, there is a very cool feature for girls that you can add makeup. So for days where like I'm too lazy to have makeup on, I just throw on TikTok makeup and it works. And also when you are recording on TikTok, you have to basically, the advantage of recording in TikTok is that you can have the sound playing in the background. While if, for example, you want to use the sound and you're recording outside of TikTok with some, and you later edit in CapCut or some other program, then you have to import the sound manually or like match them in TikTok. Also, it is recommended to add captions when you record inside caption for people, because some people watch it on mute. I feel like it's not really the case for lockdown time, because a lot of people are at home, so they watch TikTok with full volume. And I think it's also one of the reasons that really contributed to the rise of TikTok during the pandemic, because a lot of people are in lockdown, they're at home, so they watch videos at full volume, and you cannot really do that if you're like in public transport unless you have headphones. And this was supposed to be on the caption side, so don't put the captions at the bottom. I will show you this picture. This was the best I could find. So here on the top left is your caption of the video, of the name and hashtags. If you write the text on the screen explaining something and you put it too low, then it will get covered by the name of the video. And I was thinking that I was being super smart and putting them just above. And then I watched my TikToks on my husband's phone, which is a smaller iPhone, and I realized that they shrunk and they were like completely covered, so nobody could see what I wrote down there. And that's why I realized that you always have to put them on the top. Also titles. So titles are the ones that you write for your video here. Good title is like accurate, describing what your video is about for the indexing, also lighthearted and entertaining. So it's better to be more fun than too serious. Also, eye-catching thumbnail with clear video title is very important. This feature, to add titles appeared only like a few months ago. Before, for example, you went on profile of someone, you didn't know what the video was about. But now, for example, like all our videos have titles on them, like wing trend, hands up trend, I'm obsessed with it. And it's easy to understand what the video is about. Especially it's important for educational accounts. For example, I don't know, find a cool account which talked about psychology, and then I would open it and I realized that I don't know what the videos is about, and I have to click on each video to understand which one is the one I'm looking for. But now this option is there, so you can set this title as you pick the thumbnail, and I recommend you to use it. Okay, let's switch to the next one. So CapCut is my favorite app. Before I used InShot, but I needed masking feature because I kept seeing those TikToks where people were like putting two people like themselves next to each other, and InShot couldn't do that. So I was researching different apps, and all of them all the apps that had this feature were like paid apps, or they were like really expensive. And then I discovered CapCut, and it had this function. And then I also noticed that CapCut and TikTok had the same parent company, ByteDance. So CapCut is actually developed by TikTok, and it's free, and it's really integrated well with TikTok. It even has some TikTok sounds in the library. Also, there is another version of CapCut which is available for only accounts that are in China, because TikTok is a Chinese app. So there is also TikTok China called Douyin, and I've downloaded CapCut for China, and it has so many options. Like, I hope that one day they will come to our English version CapCut as well. So mask feature I already talked about, where you can put like two people next to each other. Then another cool feature that I like in CapCut is background blur. So if I have, for example, a picture which is landscape, and if you just upload it to TikTok, it will have these ugly borders, dark borders on the top and bottom. But on CapCut, you can choose different options for background. You can make it pink, you can make it orange, you can blur it. So the video will look more full screen. And sometimes when you import a video, for example, you import a landscape video to CapCut, and it makes it landscape. And then you have to change the format at the bottom. So you choose the 9:16 setting, which is the TikTok size, which is the TikTok format. Also, what you can do is you can import sounds from other videos. So if you, for example, been editing the video and you would like to add the sound, then I just import it from other videos. So I download the video, or I screen record something from YouTube, and then I match them together in CapCut. Because sometimes the dances that I cover in TikTok, they don't match exactly with the sound that is available on TikTok, but I still want to tag the sound. So I have to kind of import it and then import it back to TikTok. So when I import the video to TikTok, CapCut video to TikTok, for example, if it's me just talking in the camera, I choose popular sound, add it to 3-4%, that's it. But if it's a video that I want to tag and I already added it to my video, for example, it's a dance cover and it already has the sound, which I added in CapCut, then I still tag the sound, but if it doesn't match, then I just set it to 0. So it's tagged, and people can like search the sound and they can see the sound when they click on my video, but you cannot hear it. Otherwise it would not be in sync. Also, you're free to play with the features. I'm not sure, I think I'm not probably even half as pro with CapCut, and I think it has lots of functions. So yeah, just play with the features and see what all it can do. So gear is not necessary for starting out. It's good to keep in mind if, for example, you want to improve the quality of your videos, or if you're you think like this is it, like TikTok is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I really want to be serious about it, then you can think of investing maybe in camera, lighting, mic, and a tripod. I feel like that out of this list, probably tripod is the most essential and the cheapest to get. I felt like since I got my tripod, my videos became much more, I became much more free with the options and positions that I could choose. So I can just set a tripod in the middle of the room and record myself. And before I had to find some shelf to set my phone on, and it was like really inconvenient. So you can get good tripods practically anywhere. There are like special ring lights that are popular with TikTokers. I had it. I think like normal tripod maybe is even like more stable and better choice than those ring light, because I've never used the light from the ring light because I felt that it was too weak. So that's it about the gear. Okay, let's go to growing your account. That's what we are here for, I guess. And I really like this quote: what you stay focused on will grow. This means that if you dedicate yourself and you focus on TikTok and you are serious about it, then it will grow for sure. However, if you post one video and then you don't post anymore, then it's unlikely that you will see like success or like lots of followers. But maybe you can be lucky and it can work out. I've seen some accounts which have like 500,000 views and they have like one video. Then also, when we talk about TikTok growth, the most important thing is like TikTok rewards creativity above any other metric. So you have to be creative, you have to be fun. Also, it's good to have a good content plan or any content plan, and it increases there was some research done which says that the content plan increases probability of success by 356%. It's actually all these content plan and researching audience is also applicable to Instagram. It's not TikTok only, and to other social media as well. So when you decide that you want to that you're going to develop your account, it's good to set smart goals and decide like how many followers, for example, you want to reach in a month, or maybe how many videos you're going to post in a month. And then after this time passes, you check yourself and your progress against those goals and see whether they were successful or not. Also, the very important thing that we use in Flight, especially on our Instagram, are content pillars. So content pillars are like important sections that we feel we have to feature, for example, weekly on a weekly basis. And for example, every week we have a product feature where we talk about like Flight product. We have an artist feature where we talk about one of our artists. Then we have tips and maybe some lifestyle type posts. And we feel like these content pillars really help us with planning our content, because we know that in 1 month we should have like 4 product features, 4 artist posts. And we really recommend you to think of your content pillars before you start posting anything. For example, for you, your content pillars can be fun, trend, educational video, and then maybe play along or a cover. Also, it's good to research your audience. So like kind of people that you want to have as your followers, what kind of content they prefer. Do they like educational content? Do they like funny content? And it's also good to research hashtags and check videos that are on the top of hashtags. So when you go to Discover page, you see hashtags that are currently trending, and then you can click on them. Or even if you can research ukulele hashtags and music hashtags. So for example, you click on ukulele hashtag in TikTok and you go to that hashtag, you will see the top uke videos, and you can kind of get an idea what people in TikTok want to see. However, it's not like the rule, because maybe you will make something super new and amazing and it will blow up. It's also good to research audience of similar accounts, who they follow, what they post. I mean, not the accounts, but the followers. So it's actually, this advice is a little bit stalking. You have to stalk the people. And you have to go to their accounts and see what they repost, what do they do it with, like what are their interests. And this way you can learn a lot. Also, you need to choose which content you're gonna post. It's always preferable to use videos or pictures. However, I had some posts where I just posted pictures and I had a voiceover and they performed well. So there is like, it's good to have a mix sometime from time to time. There are trends that use pictures only. For example, last year there was this Vogue trend where everyone was adding their picture, was editing their pictures to have like a Vogue lettering to look like a Vogue magazine cover last year, and that trend was mostly pictures. You can also post pictures if you use templates that are built inside the CapCut app, and they are fun, and you can also change music there. So I sometimes play with this as well. So when you create content, important to keep in mind, don't strive for 100% perfection, and keep in mind that quantity is as important as quality. So, and best to focus on producing lots of content. For example, if you spend like 5 hours on one video and then you post it and it flops, you could spend 5 hours recording 10 videos and then maybe one of them could go viral. This doesn't mean that you should be posting bad quality videos, but it just means that you shouldn't be obsessed with like 100% perfect video. I sometimes I use actually my husband and I ask sometimes him what he thinks before posting anything, because to me, I see that this transition is not clear and maybe this is not perfect. And then he says like, it looks fine, it's okay. And then I post it and it does well. So I kind of use his opinion I kind of let him be the judge. Okay, so again, golden rule, the content must be engaging and creative. You're not supposed to take yourself too seriously on TikTok. And this is what I really like about this platform. I think when I just started on TikTok, I attended TikTok webinar organized by Later, and they had some very high profile TikTokers on there giving speeches. And I remember, like I still remember one phrase that one of them said. I think her name was Chriselle. So she is a fashion Instagrammer, and her Instagram posts were like fashion and very serious. And then when she started TikTok, people started commenting her and like DMing her and saying like, we didn't know that you were fun. We didn't know that you had a sense of humor. And then she said that I was always like this, but I just was not showing it on Instagram because that was not the vibe that was present there. And it really kind of, I don't know, it made me think that was one of the things that I really liked about TikTok, that a lot of videos are like goofy and people doing like super random stuff, and there's just, it's more about fun rather than showing look what I can do and look like I'm the best and stuff like that. Also, remember to post multiple times daily, and using hashtags increases your chance of your content becoming successful. However, not everyone can make videos to be posting like 3 times a day. So it is up to you. However, the more you post, the more you will probably grow. Also, a good tip is to follow people who give TikTok advice. There are like lots of accounts. If you scroll through your For You page and you're a new account, probably you will see them sooner or later. Also, when you, it's a very common advice, when you start out, try to post. Cool, thank you. When you start out, try to post at least 3 times a day. However, if you cannot, then what I do is I try to post every day at least once, and then I post more on the weekends, because I feel like at the weekends in Slovenia, there are more people watching TikToks, and I feel like probably the same video would get much less views if it was posted on the weekday. So for example, on the weekend, I would on a Sunday, if I'm having a good day, I would post like 3 videos and then save some of them to be posted later. Also, when you write your content plan, think of time you're going to invest on researching audience, on researching for your page, on researching all the trends. Also, try to determine like number of posts to make on which day. So for example, you decide like on this Sunday, I'm going to dedicate like 2 hours to just recording TikToks. Usually I run over this mark, but I try to set the time for that. Also, when you're writing calendar, try to outline hashtags you intend to use or the trends you're gonna do. I write them down. I try to write them down in the same place. So I have Google Keep note. And also I have a little notebook just for TikTok where I write ideas if I have one, because if I don't write it down, then probably I will forget it. Okay, so content calendar is very good, but for example, if good things to keep in mind for content calendar are like important dates, like holiday celebrations, like New Year, Easter, stuff like that, or things that you actually, one of the things that you cannot predict are like big news, for example, in the ukulele world, or big news in the music industry, or in some event that just happened. For example, when the pandemic started, there were lots of people posting about the lockdown, and these videos were like getting thousands of views just because they were relatable. So for example, if you think that you cannot participate in this trend, then actually I can like right now think of something of taking ukulele and then making a video of like playing ukulele during lockdown and like making it some kind of a joke about it. I think 1 year ago, this video would probably go viral because the lockdown videos were like really, really trendy about 1 year ago. But now people got kind of not like fed up, but used to them. So now it's good to keep an eye to different things that are happening in the world. It's best to create a new content plan every week because TikTok is always changing and new trends are coming up. And it's good to monitor your Discover page and For You page regularly. I'm not sure if some of you are not on TikTok. I will try to show you. I haven't tried to show my phone on here. So when you are in TikTok app, here you have a magnifying glass. So this magnifying glass is Discover page. And here you have trends that are currently popular, mostly in your country. What I realized, for example, that since I'm in Slovenia, I kept seeing trends that are like popular in Romania and Hungary because they're like nearby. But so when I decide to participate in the trend, I try to choose one which is in my country and which is kind of universal. And for example, here is the hands up trend. You can click on it. You can watch other other videos that were filmed with this trend, and yeah, it can boost your reach. Also, another thing is the For You page. You just scroll through For You page and see, for example, this effect is now popular and is now trending, and you have to wiggle your tongue left and right and kind of compete with another person. And then the person who has the perfect like wiggle, then that person wins. Okay. So so that was about the content plan. Also, it's important to engage with your followers, respond to messages and comments, and share, repost other people's content, live stream from time to time. Like you can live stream only when you reach 1,000 followers, and sometimes live streaming can increase your follower count because it can get on some people's For You pages. So when I scroll on For You page, I sometimes see other people's live streams. And if I'm interested, I kind of join and watch them. And if I like the person, I follow them. Messages. In TikTok, you cannot message someone unless you follow them back, unless they follow you back, which is kind of good because this way people who are not nice cannot send you private messages. And that's why a lot of accounts have like in their bio, they say DM me on Instagram so that people can reach out to them there. However, there is a new feature now, it just came out like literally last month, called Q&A. And when you have Q&A turned on into your account, like people can leave questions there. So for example, it looks like that. Then you go there and there are some questions and you can make video responses to those questions. I found that when I engage with followers and I actually try to keep the conversation going. So if somebody comments something expressing their opinion, I heard a tip that it's very good to reply them back with some kind of question. It's you can of course say thank you, that's it, or if they commented something, I don't know, saying I don't like this kind of video or I prefer something else, and then you can ask them, why do you prefer something else, or what do you think? And this way they will have to keep commenting and you will get more comments on your video. Okay, where to create your content calendar? You can have it in Google Calendar, where you can even set reminders. There are also different scheduling apps, for example, TikTok scheduler. I haven't used it because I'm just old school and I do everything on the go. However, if you're interested, you can explore that. I know there is also an option to upload directly from the browser, like Instagram, for example, doesn't even have it. So if you edited the video on your computer, you can upload it directly from your computer. You don't have to go into TikTok app to upload it. So the most important thing for growth is consistency, and content calendar helps you achieve that. However, you can also just go with the flow and try to post without it. However, I feel like it's good to have some kind of outline or ideas of what you want to do, because for example, I wake up and I think such a perfect day, I'm gonna film lots of TikToks, and then I just go blank as to what I want to do. So then I start looking at the favorites, which videos I saved, and I start looking at my keep, and I start looking at my journal to remember the videos that I wanted to do like during the week when I was scrolling through For You page and I was saving them. And I was thinking about the ideas of the twist that I could put in them. Okay, also it's important to look at performance of your previous post. It's good to look at most engaging posts and lowest, and I don't know, to analyze how frequently you publish, and also checking the hashtags. If, for example, I don't know, some hashtags are growing faster than others. This is very basic advice. However, I feel like in TikTok, it doesn't always work, because some videos just blow up for no reason. Maybe there is some kind of, I don't know, there is kind of system to the algorithm, but at the same time, there are some videos that just blow up because maybe you won a lottery. And this is why it's important to be consistent and be posting, because you never know when you're going to win this lottery. And there is like no super secure way to say when it's going to happen. So sometimes when you look at your most engaging post and you post the same thing, similar thing the next day, and you can get 100 views. So there is really like no system that can say, okay, you're going to get consistent performance with each post. Also, content plan should also include plan for promoting your content. Like you have to write, I'm going to spend like this much time on TikTok every week. And also I'm going to spend this much time every week on promoting my account. So you can promote your account in different ways. You can post stories on your Instagram saying, hey, follow me on TikTok. You can try to do collabs with other creators, like Duet, other people, or just, yeah, basically record videos together with them. I feel like ukulele is like such a wide subject which is connected to music that it's okay. I mean, it's already happening on Instagram, so there are lots of people collabing, and actually it's much easier on TikTok because you can stitch, you can duet videos, and I've seen some duets, TikTok duets, duet is like a video where you record two videos side by side, but then some people record them with third and fourth and five, and then I've seen some duets which are like have like, I don't know, like 10 videos. So you've been posting for a while, and your time that you set your goal for has come, and it's good to look back on your goals and see if they were achieved or not. And ROI is like return on investment. So it's good to see that if, for example, you're spending, I don't know, 1 hour a week on TikTok and you grew 10 followers, or if you're spending 10 hours a week and you grew 10,000 followers, then you can kind of see and analyze and work out like the plan for the future. Also, it's a good idea to cross promote your TikToks on other platforms, because if you already spent such a long time making a TikTok, then why not repost it to somewhere else? And the platforms where you can post it is like they are mostly Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp status. It's also social media, and YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is also YouTube's version of TikTok. And then there are also apps like Likey and some other ones, but these are like the most common ones. Instagram demonetizes videos, apparently. Apparently, Instagram demonetizes videos that have TikTok watermark. That's why there are different hacks for downloading. There are different websites and hacks for downloading TikToks without watermark. The easiest way is just screen record it before posting. But if you already posted it and you haven't screen recorded, then you can just research online, type TikTok without watermark, and you will find like lots of websites that specialize in this. That's why I also like CapCut, because when I save video in CapCut, it doesn't have any watermark and I can just share it wherever I want. So here's again the tip for engaging with other users. Make friends, network, establish relationships, like comment on other people's videos. And yeah, basically like, follow, comment. Like TikTok sees when you are not doing anything on the platform and you're just posting your video, and kind of doesn't like that. It likes when people are active. There was a hack with TikTok tip which was going around, I think last year, which said, post a TikTok, scroll through For You page, like 3 videos, follow 3 accounts, and then close the TikTok app and don't touch it for an hour. And apparently it was supposed to help you grow, and it was supposed to, I don't know, help your video get pushed to more people. I don't know, I followed with this tip for a while. I'm not sure if it worked. However, that was like one of the tips that I heard. How you can also network is you can attend conferences with other creators, like we have now our WhatsApp group, for example. I've recently discovered Clubhouse also, which is kind of good for networking, because there are lots of content creators there. And basically, if you see someone on Clubhouse that you would like to collaborate with, I feel like people there are like kind of right now, because it's a new app, they're more open to making new connections and working with each other. However, that's a different app, different world, only iPhone and invitation only. And yeah. Anyway, I feel like we already have a very good network of flight artists, so it's not like a very big issue for like our flight crew. Okay, so this is possibly the most important slide for the growth part. When you're starting out, you should join in as many trends and challenges as possible. Because I've seen so many people who post the same videos as they post to Instagram on TikTok, and then their videos don't get many views, and they think why, but they perform so well on Instagram. Possibly it's because they're not engaging, not taking part in the trends and challenges that are happening on TikTok, because TikTok likes when people participate in these trends and challenges and kind of prioritizes the videos that take part in them. If, for example, how to tell that something is a trend, you can follow like TikTok tips accounts. If you search on hashtag TikTok tips, you will find lots of this account, and they do sometimes like trend alerts, and they are like, oh, new trend alert, and they will recommend a sound or something like that. Or you can just scroll yourself on the For You page and see, if you see video several times, then it's likely to become a trend. You can also check the sound, if you click on the sound, and see how many, or even effect, and see how many videos were made with this effect and sound. And for example, if the video had, I don't know, 50,000 videos with this sound yesterday and had 100,000 videos with this sound to date, and it's on the rise. And it's a good idea to use this sound. What I also do is I follow big TikTok accounts like Charlie D'Amelio and Bella Porch, and I sometimes scroll through their accounts and see, I don't know, what they've posted in the last like 3-4 days, because usually, because they're so huge that anything, mostly what they post is becoming a trend, because a lot of, I don't know, they have millions and millions of followers. So if they post a video, then a lot of their followers think that this sound or this dance or whatever to do is really cool, and then they start to imitate that. So it's also like a good tip to keep your, how you can keep your hand on the pulse. So if you see the trend that you like, then save it to your favorites, write it in your journal. Also, trends can be, I think I mentioned this, but anyway, I'm going to mention it again. Trends can be in several forms. So it can be hashtag. For example, last year there was a challenge of take out the trash, because everyone was stuck home during lockdown, and the take out the trash was the only chance to get dressed up. So like people were putting evening dresses, like jewelry, high heels, and going to take the garbage. And then they were all using hashtag take out the trash, and I participated in this trend, and my video got, I don't know, several thousand of views. I don't remember how much, maybe 20,000 views. And I don't know, for example, if I was doing it with the ukulele, I could maybe take the ukulele with me. I don't know. However, what I was trying to say is that, for example, this trend, which is in hashtag only, it doesn't have to have the same sound, or it doesn't have to have the same effect. If the trend, for example, is with the sound and everyone is using the same sound, like there was a trend with no sound, where you were like supposed to show how you messed up something, then it's a trend with the sound. So you have to use the sound and kind of put your twist on what's happening on the screen. Also, there are trends with effects, like I showed you with the tongue. There was another trend with sometimes there are very popular trends that happen with the hair change, filters, effects. TikTok effect library is so huge. I sometimes can spend like 20 minutes just looking at those effects there. It's like really easy to get lost. However, I don't know why I don't really use lots of effects unless it's a popular trend. Also, here I wrote like check for the number of videos and views, and this is an important point. Sometimes you think the video is really funny and it's a trend, but then you check the number of videos of views and you see that either there are like 1,000 videos with this sound, which means that it's not very popular, or it has like billions of views, but the views were like from 2018 or 2019. So it's good to actually go to the sound and check the videos that are like, and the amount of videos that were posted the sound. Okay, and geography is another interesting aspect of TikTok. You are bound to geography of your SIM card. So if you are in the UK, then your viewers will be mostly English, British people. If you are in Germany, then mostly German people will see your content. If you're in Italy, Italian people will see your content. Unless your video goes super viral and you get like over 100,000 views, and then you can travel to America or some other countries and everyone can see it. So that's why I think it's better to create content in your local language, at least at first, because a lot of people start out thinking, I'm gonna make videos only in English. I'm gonna go viral in like America or some other big country, and then I'm gonna get really popular. But because local people see the video and they don't really understand it, or they don't really wanna, I don't know, they don't feel like they can relate to it. And that's why these videos don't perform as well. I made the same mistake when I was starting out. Last year, I was posting mostly in English, and then I was checking my analytics, and I was seeing that all the people who were viewing my videos were based in Slovenia. And as soon as I changed the language to Slovenian in my videos, so I was saying and posting, I started seeing like much better results. I mean, there is some rumor that maybe TikTok will change it and maybe it will make more interest oriented. So maybe they will turn off this geographical limitation. However, for now it is what it is. And if you really want to be seen in like other countries, then you might have to buy a new SIM card. So there is a hack like this. However, I've also noticed that TikTok groups like people from countries with similar languages. So if you're in the UK, then your videos will probably be also seen in US. And if you are, for example, in Spain, maybe your videos will be seen in Latin America. However, I don't know, I've been seeing our flight statistics we post in English. Katie is based in the UK. We have some viewers from US. However, we have like 0 from Australia, and it's also an English-speaking market. Okay, here we go to the fun part of analytics. If you are like serious about TikTok, then you should definitely go to switch your account to Pro account. You do it in the settings. It's free. You can see your statistics for 3 months back. You can download it as CVC file, and you have very cool insights like total watch time, average watch time, traffic sources, where they came from, and audience overview. I used to have audience overview on my account, but I don't have it for now. I'm not sure why. However, before I could even see the videos that my followers liked and interacted with, and it was like amazing because I was discovering videos that I was not seeing on my For You page because maybe my followers were like engaging with people that were popular in Slovenia, and my For You page was mostly like American videos. However, I found that was really useful. Also, traffic source means that you can see where the people saw your video from. So usually it's 2 options. Either they saw it on For You page, so it got pushed out to them, recommended to them, or they saw you on the following page. So there are like 2 pages. You can switch between them where you can see the accounts that you follow and the For You page. However, most of the people on TikTok usually stay on For You page. So when you analyze your performance, watch time is the key. So for example, you see that your video is 15 seconds long and average watch time is 7 seconds. What it tells you that people are not watching the video until the end. And when people are not watching the video until the end, TikTok stops recommending it and thinks that it's boring. It's like really sometimes annoying, but it's better sometimes to have a bit shorter video that people watch until the end than like a longer video. I also noticed that we had several viral videos on our account, which were like 3-4 seconds long. And because they ended so shortly, people didn't even have time to scroll away from them. And those videos like got 100,000 views. Although we had a video for like how to change battery on one of our ukuleles, and that video was like super short, and it got over 100K easily. And we were like not planning, or we were not even thinking that it was gonna blow up like this. And it's also good to check your total watch time. I think I mentioned it already, but I try to increase sometimes my watch time artificially. So I open my own TikTok with like another account on my husband's account, and then I leave it for a few hours while, I don't know, while we are working, and then the video is like rotating in the back. So my total watch time goes up. So TikTok thinks that my video is interesting, that a lot of people that, I don't know, someone was so obsessed with my video that watched it 100 times. And also it's when you determine performance, it's good to compare number of followers to, I don't know, previous month, and check over the number, monitor over a number of videos. So for example, if you posted 5 videos and you got 500 new followers, or if you posted, I don't know, 10 videos and you got 10,000 new followers. Also, I noticed that the stats update the next day. So sometimes you want to see the analytics for the post that you posted that now, but you have to wait like 24 hours until you see the stats. Reasons why posts don't get enough views. It can be, the most common one that people think of is like, I've been shadow banned, And shadow ban means that TikTok thought that your account is boring, and or maybe you posted something that was not in line with TikTok guidelines. So they thought, okay, with this person we're gonna kind of block the videos of this person so other people will not see him. However, a lot of people complain I've been shadow banned, and most often it's not the case. Most often it's like the case of like poor engagement of previous videos, or maybe the video was just boring, or maybe they used old sound that's not trending anymore, or yeah, or maybe it was a bad timing. Maybe they posted when everyone was going to bed or too early in the morning, or maybe they used banned hashtag or topic. I made a video of me because I wanted to make fun of me how much I like TikTok. So I made a video once last year where I used hashtag TikTok addict, and that video got 0 views. And I re-uploaded again with the same hashtag, and it got 0 views again. And I was like, what is wrong with this video? And then I realized that maybe TikTok doesn't like the hashtag TikTok addict. And also, if you're a new account, you're not sharing or liking anyone, then maybe it will also kind of devalue your content. Or if you don't have any title or hook to engage people in the first 2 seconds. I also read the tip that it's good that when you write your title, that you kind of help the person decide whether they want to watch your video or not. Of course, it's good to have your titles funny, but also when they're reading the title at the bottom of the screen, it's kind of good to help them decide to stay and watch the video a bit longer. So what are the fixes for these problems? You can re-edit and republish. You can use different sound. You can use different hashtags. You can use different lighting. Make something relatable that people can share with others, or maybe make something that can make them go like, wow, I've never thought of that, but I know I can totally relate. For example, we made a video, I think we saw it on 9gag before, and then we were cooking spinach, and you know how when you cook spinach it goes really small, and we made a video of like a whole pile of spinach before, and then after, like we felt like really little piece of spinach left, and that video got like lots of engagement because people could relate to that and they thought it was really funny. Deleting videos. You can be, sometimes it's good to get rid of old videos because the videos that have very little views can slow down the growth of the new videos. However, if you delete them too frequently, then TikTok can think that your account is like has high rate of poor performing videos and will stop pushing your new videos out. So it's good to leave them there at least for 2 weeks. Also, instead of deleting them, you can just private them so that nobody can see that. I really like this feature because in Instagram, you can also only have the whole account set to private or the whole account set to public. In TikTok, you can actually control the videos. So you can have one video public, one video private. However, when you're growing and you're doing it for gain followers, it's good to have mostly all videos to set to public and not so much to friends, because if you're changing too much, then TikTok can think maybe this person is not so serious about like becoming a public figure, something like that. So how to increase watch time? Encourage people to watch until the end. Sometimes there are like this little text at the top, wait for it. And you can also create looped videos which end at the same frame as the start. And sometimes when I'm watching a looped video, sometimes I just realize in the middle of the second video, of the second repeat, that I'm watching, that it's a loop that is just repeating itself. And try to post shorter videos over longer videos. Or if, for example, if I have a lot to say, I prefer to do shorter videos, so like 15 seconds rather than one video of 1 minute. And encourage people to comment, so like ask them questions, like I don't know what you prefer. There is also an option of TikTok to add stickers, like on Instagram, where you can ask them what they prefer. So if they prefer, I don't know, which video should I do next? Should I do a video on bar chords, or should I do a video or I don't know, on triplet drum? Basically, here, her slide is kind of what I've been also emphasizing. It's basically you have to always check what song artist is trending, work out your best time to post, because for some people, actually morning are better times to post. We are all used to posting in the evening time on Instagram because that's the morning time in America, and we all like kind of try to reach that Instagram part of Instagram via hashtag ukulele. However, if you are like locked to your geography, then it can be better to actually post in the morning, because then more people will watch it throughout the day, and then your video is less likely to like die out prematurely and disappear into oblivion. Also, there is a tip to post 3 times a day. Use hashtags. For example, For You page, for you, these hashtags sometimes help. However, there is like no super official proof that these hashtags are working. However, some people include them, so it's, you can like try and test. And your personality is your biggest asset, so just have fun. What I really like about Diana's video is that she's always laughing, she's always smiling, she's not taking herself seriously, she's like always very goofy. And I think that's one of the reasons why she grew up so fast. I think when we first found her account, when we first met via TikTok, she was at less than 10,000 followers, and she's close to 40,000 now, I think. And that's in little over than 3 months, I think. That's pretty impressive. And you always have to keep in mind what would you want to see from your followers. Okay, I need a little break. Chris, can you help me out to tell me if Kapono is here?
I'm here.
Aha, you're here. Cool. Yay. Awesome, because you're next.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone.
Okay, wait, I will introduce you for a second. Everyone, please meet Kapono. Kapono is a super talented Hawaiian artist, and actually he completely changed my mind about ukulele on TikTok, because before him I was thinking that TikTok is mostly for like trends and fashion and flashy people and like, I don't know, hip people. But when I saw his account, I realized that you can actually get close to 2,000 followers, 200,000 followers by just playing ukulele, and it was just amazing. And then I kind of started thinking, wow, this is like really impressive, and it totally changed the whole idea about ukuleles on TikTok. Before I thought it was impossible to make it as an ukulele account on TikTok, but then after I found Kapono, I realized that yeah, it is. So I invited him to this talk so that he could share some of his experience with us. So yeah, the stage is yours.
Hi. Hello, everyone. I am Kapono Wong. Yeah, thank you, Juliana, for inviting me to this TikTok training. So we can start off into going into the haters comment. The haters section. Okay, so with all the advice that Juliana talked about, there's so many things you can do with TikTok, and honestly, it helps you with getting known more by people. And honestly, there will be good people that will support you in everything that you do, and there will be the not so good people, which is like the haters or like the trolls, also known as like the little kids that just like, I don't know, they just say really rude things sometimes. So yeah, there'll be haters no matter what you post on TikTok. So just always be yourself. I know it could be overwhelming, like when they like pretty much comment on your post, and so honestly, you shouldn't just like you shouldn't worry too much about them. Um, they just want like attention from you, or just trying to put you down because they don't have anything else to do. And you can either if they do comment on your post, you can either delete it, or you can just like leave it and ignore it, because sometimes the more pretty much if they comment, it will help boost your post. Sometimes it could help boost your video when you have more comments. Um, we can go into mental health next. So mental health is like very important. It's like the number one thing that you should always think about in pretty much just in general. So yeah, posting can be like it can be very pressuring sometimes. Like I sometimes feel like I'd be pressured just posting because I feel like oh if I don't post then I don't know what my followers are gonna like think about or like it just feels pressured, you know. And then so sometimes you need to like take a break, tell yourself that I don't have to post today, but maybe if you do have like 1,000 followers or a little more than at least 1,000 followers, it will help you um go live. And so if you do go live, if you happen to go live, that is good because you're still acknowledging with your engagement with your followers, and that's also good. Um, but yeah, you don't always have to like don't pressure yourself in posting and telling yourself that you gotta post today because sometimes you can be busy and yeah, don't feel pressured by your fans as well. Um, let's go into posting. So posting, don't think about what the people want to see. So think about yourself as what you want to post and not what others want you to post. That's pretty much a good advice that I want to give out. Try have fun with your video, get creative. Um, honestly, it's all about having fun. TikTok is all about having fun. Even though there's like a lot of crazy stuff going on at the moment, it's pretty much just having fun. Because if you don't have fun, then it's not gonna look fun, and other people won't see you having fun. So you gotta enjoy yourself when making a video, and get creative. Do things that not too many TikTokers will um do. Like gotta make yourself just pretty much get creative with the video. Um, if you think more on what people want to see in your video, it's same thing like getting pressure. You're being pressured to like post, but you're not gonna have no fun in it, and that's gonna not make it as fun. Um, also use trending songs. There's like a lot of trending songs going on. If you use those songs, then it will pretty much help boost. Hopefully, it will boost most of your videos, and also stitch other people. I know there's like a lot of people that has like how should I say this? They do have like they make videos. They make videos like tell me about one of your experience on da 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 da. And then so you can just stitch it and talk about your story or your experience on it. And mostly sometimes it would um randomly go viral because it's about your talking. Also, another way to pretty much go viral is like if you talk and give facts or information or like some experience about yourself, then that's like another way of engaging with your followers. Um, so another posting video you can do it other TikTokers like add in, make it more full. It's more fun adding in new music to it. Um, maybe if you like do a famous TikToker or any verified TikToker who's a musician, they will pretty much notice you. Sometimes they won't, but it's always a good chance to give it a try. Yeah, we can go to the next one. Examples on you can use ukulele finger playing. So finger style playing. in trends. There's many ways that you can play songs in TikToks. You can play songs that are currently trending, like if it's a singing song, you can sing and play if you don't do like fingerstyle. Um, yeah, same thing as second one. If you cannot do fingerstyle, you can just sing and strum. Is always good. You can also um, pretty much have something in your video that'll catch people's attention. Like, so for example, I think one of my couple of my videos, I wear like a propeller hat. You know, the one that spins around on top of your head. Yeah, I wear those, and people always comment like, "I love your new hat," or like they always say like, "Oh, your hat!" Like I was paying attention to your hat, but not your playing, and that caught me off guard. Um, yeah. So pretty much post things that'll catch people's attention, and that'll make them want to comment. And when they comment, you get more boosting on your post. And you can also play songs like that you really enjoy playing or listening to, and that's always fun. Um, if you know like the artists that you covered on the TikTok, they will notice you. They will definitely notice you. Like I played, I did a finger style playing on Honey I'm Good by Andy Grammars, if you know him. Like nah nah honey I'm good. That guy. And he noticed me, and it was really amazing on how I just felt I just felt so surprised, and like I was speechless. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it I got for you guys. Yeah, thank you, Juliana.
Awesome. Thank you. I also noticed your hand, and I also noticed that people in TikTok dress more flashy, and the makeup is more flashy, and the hairstyles are more flashy, because you're also entertaining, not just with your playing, but also with your whole look. So it's like, yeah, something to keep in mind as well.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
So thank you for joining us, and thank you for waking up so early for 8 a.m. Thank you. Okay, here we move to Elise and Eden. I don't think they even need the introduction. So yeah, they are our artists for a few years now, and we've been together to Mexico. We've been to Elise through like UK tour, Italy tour, and yeah, we've seen some things together, and really excited to have them on this training. Elise, do we have
Hi
sound?
guys.
Yeah, you have the sound. Okay. Hi.
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Everyone
Yeah,
can hear
your
us.
your
Cool.
stage is yours.
Cool. All right. All right. So the first thing, and we've kind of already covered this, is using a certain sound or song is a huge, well, that's really like what a lot of trends will stem from. Sometimes they'll have different formats of whether that's a dance move or just the way they position the camera or do transitions within that sound or song. But that's definitely a big one to utilize when you're on TikTok, is just looking at the sounds that are trending. And the cool thing about TikTok is when you are creating a video and you go into sounds, they have a whole bunch of different tabs where you can choose TikTok viral trending sounds. So you don't even have to search for that. Like you can just find something. If you have a video and you're like, okay, I want to add a sound to this that's trending to help it get more traffic, you go into that and maybe click through them, see which one would fit best with your video. So that's always an option. And then use the format and tailor it to your niche. So obviously today we're talking about ukulele. I think Kapono had good examples of that, tailoring it to the niche of doing finger style of popular songs like the Andy Grammer one. You can look at the trends and then tailor that to ukulele specifically, whether that's playing something or even just talking about ukulele, or maybe more broad of a spectrum like the music industry, because ukulele does fall under that. You can also talk about other things within the music industry. And yeah, so the format a lot of times will come in storytelling and jokes. So if there is a certain format for a joke, you can also tailor that to the niche of ukulele. And we've also already kind of covered this, but stitching is a good way to grab people's attention, because if there's a TikTok that has already gone mega viral, or it's from a famous TikToker, if you stitch that, that just means the person's video comes first and then it'll cut to whatever you have to add to it. That's going to get people's attention real quick, because if you already know that the first TikTok was so entertaining that it got millions of views, you can take that and then you can add your own knowledge or joke onto it, which is, it almost is like they do half the work for you, and then you just add on top of it to get traction for that. What do you want to add to that?
No, everything you said is good. I have nothing to add. That was all good.
Good, yeah. Okay, so next slide. How to capitalize on these trends. So you might see a trend on TikTok and you're like, okay, but I don't know what to do about this. Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to be scrolling your For You page. You have to be watching what other people are doing and see what's doing well on TikTok. And that's not to say, like, you definitely do need to be creative yourself and have your own creative input. But a lot of times you can get inspired from people and maybe take one element from their video and then put your entire own creativity based around that one element. It's just a way to get inspired. So I always encourage, like, before you start creating TikToks, so just scroll your For You page 30 minutes, an hour. Like, I've been there scrolling for 2 hours, and then I come up with an idea and I'm like, okay, this could be a good idea. And sometimes it'll take like 2 hours of just being on TikTok to get there. I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but
yeah,
I mean, it is a part of like your research as a creator. You don't have to feel guilty about scrolling TikTok for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
So it comes down to catching it comes down to just like catching other people's attention and being yourself. So you're always going to want to put your own twist on it, something that's personal to your brand. And also something that Kapono mentioned with the propeller hat, like that's something that he's making a part of his brand. So people will recognize, like, oh, it's that guy who does the ukulele with the hat. It can just be, something simple, something funny. There's lots of different examples of this on TikTok that you can find. If you just scroll, you see people will put one eye-catching element in their video, so you stop on it and then you'll stay for whatever else they're talking about, whether that's an article of clothing or just like something in the background that's weird. Getting inspired by other creators, that really goes back to just scrolling the For You page, seeing what other people are doing. This is a big one. Hashtags are kind of a mystery to me, because sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. A video that I posted recently that has been my most viral recently, it almost got 1 million views. No hashtags, the caption was only 2 words, and I'm like, okay, this popped off, and it had no hashtags, no caption. So yeah, it really just comes down to the content itself. Is it entertaining? Does it catch the people's attention in the first few seconds? You can't rely on hashtags to like carry you. They're not the god of TikTok. Like, oh, if you put hashtag FYP, like, yes, it might help, but also a lot of times the content could take off without any hashtags. And catching people's attentions in the first couple of seconds, I think that is so, so important. You got to start off with a strong statement from the very beginning. It has to be like, an example of this is maybe saying, guys, I'm going to share something about the music industry that is going to blow your mind. And then people are going to be like, wait, what is it? I want to stay for the rest of this video. Yeah, you just got to make sure you say something that is going to make them want to stay.
Yeah. And just one thing about the hashtags, I know she said that sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. It's a mystery, because I've had videos too that have done well without hashtags, and then I've had videos gone viral with hashtags. So more than anything, I feel like, especially with ukulele, you probably should use a hashtag even with the song in there, because I've used hashtags before, like catered towards my most recent one I did on piano. I put hashtag piano, and I feel like I'm getting a lot of those pianists coming to my page, or people who are interested in music. So sometimes it does help. So more than likely I would just put a hashtag, because it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to at least try. But then let's say you post a video and you forgot to put a hashtag because, like Juliana said, you can't go back and edit. Just post it, see how it performs like in the first few hours, because it could take off even without hashtags. Don't like be beating yourself up because you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot the hashtag, whatever.
Exactly. I agree with everything. And also about the catching their attention, I saw that some people, they do like lists and they're like, I'm going to tell you 3 tips for like growing your business. And then you kind of stay until the end because you know there are 3 tips. So you just want to watch the 3rd one. But if it's just one, then you kind of don't watch it. And about hashtags, the Flight Ukulele hashtag is very popular. It has several million views. So Flight Ukulele hashtag is very good hashtag to use.
And also another thing that I didn't touch on, the catching people's attention, is sometimes you'll notice people will put the sentence of what they're saying before they can fully say it, like when you first scroll to the video. That helps to catch people's attention because they can read that faster than they're going to listen to you speak. So if they see something eye-catching, that this sentence is like whatever you're trying to talk on, they'll see that, and instead of scrolling by, they'll see that and want to stay. Whereas like if you didn't put anything, they might only hear your first couple of words that aren't really diving into it, and they'll just scroll, because a lot of people do need that visual. So,
and I think Juliana did mention too, when you put text, like as you're talking, putting the sentence out, I noticed like for me personally, like when I'm looking like through my For You page, I love seeing that because I get to read ahead and be like, oh, this actually is going to be interesting, because it's like that first couple seconds to get their attention. So I definitely recommend text or even just a sentence. So
yeah, for sure.
Next slide.
Yep.
Okay. Here.
Examples of how you can use the trends in the music ukulele niche. So this has also been touched on, doing unique covers of trending sounds. So a lot of times the trending sounds will be songs that were even popular back in 2010. There's a lot of songs that are resurfacing, like the Black Eyed Peas, Katy Perry songs. So you can capitalize on that by just doing covers of those songs and, you know, making it your own, however you would normally do covers. You can take a certain format and talk about your own musical experiences in the music industry with ukulele. Maybe that could be with your journey of learning the musical instrument, or just funny stories that have happened throughout. And you always want to keep it interesting. So this could come in the form of like music secrets, music hacks, surprising or embarrassing facts. And you also don't want to underestimate yourself. Like, yes, you might have a ukulele account that's centered around music, but people do want to get to know you as well. So don't feel weird if you're sharing a video that isn't 100% ukulele or music related. People want to learn about who the person playing the instrument is as well, because it's a very personal app. Like, people are interested in your life.
I would agree.
Eden, I think you should take this next one.
Do you want me to take the next one? Yeah. Okay. Talk about that one, because you do that one.
Yeah. So the topic is duetting, and I think Juliana talked about exactly what that is, so I don't need to touch on that again. But a good way to make use of duetting is if you find other TikTok musicians, you can add harmonies to their video if you're good at doing harmonies, if you feel comfortable doing that. Because one of my YouTube friends, Melinda, who's on TikTok now, one of her super viral videos was her adding harmony to a dog howling. Like, it was something is ridiculous, but it was so cute and so entertaining. So just duet people, and you can add harmonies to their videos, even if it's not a serious singing video. Like, you can add harmonies and it could be potentially really entertaining. And Eden has a good example of duetting to get noticed by famous people.
So just in general with duetting, especially like it's cool when you do it with like music and musicians, because it's like, I feel like a lot more engaging when you see people even doing harmonies or singing. But yeah, I guess a funny example with me is a few weeks ago, I duetted Kendall from Big Time Rush. They were a big little boy band here in America. I loved them growing up, but I duetted him, and he actually did notice me because he commented on my TikTok, which I thought was like the coolest thing. So I know Kapono gave the example of Andy Grammer noticed him. So it's like, it's worth a shot. Plus, if you like get noticed by them, then that gets pushed in the algorithm, maybe on other people's For You pages who follow these musicians or celebrities or whatever. So it's definitely worth duetting just with the algorithm of TikTok. So that's all I have to say about that. Did you have anything to add?
Nope, I think that's a solid.
Awesome. Yay.
Yay.
We made it to the end. I can't believe it's almost 2 hours. Oh my God, we had so much to share. Anyway, I see that Frank has posted that you can change VPN address. I tried changing VPN address. It doesn't work with TikTok. It's SIM card only, but you can try it. Maybe it will work. Anyone, I know it's late, but if you have questions, we would be like happy to hang out and chat. I know it's been almost 2 hours, but I feel like we shared lots of information. So, any questions? Anybody who wants to say something?
Hi, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have you guys like seen any different impact from editing a video like on an outside app like Shortcut? I don't remember the app. Like an outside app or on like the same TikTok app. Is there a different impact on it, like on the algorithm and stuff?
Kapono, Elise, do you want to take that one?
So I don't know about you, Eden, but I've never edited a video. Well, okay, I take that back. One, I did edit in iMovie. It didn't go viral, but it got an okay amount of views. But yeah, we typically stick to just editing within TikTok.
Yeah, I know, Juliana, you said you've used like different softwares. I personally never have. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, it could help your video. I usually don't take the time to do that, but I admire the people who do.
I've seen a lot of high production videos on TikTok though, and they get a lot of views. Like, you can tell with the editing that they use, they didn't just edit in TikTok.
Oh so. Yeah. And I've seen big TikTokers who they will use, like, they won't just edit in TikTok, they'll take it somewhere else and then upload it through TikTok. So I don't know what I recommend, because I personally don't use anything specific to edit my videos, but like there's no harm in it. It could help your video for sure.
Anna, what do you think?
Thank you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I used to use iMovies to edit like some of my videos. Like, I think last year I used to do like these like the Disney filter on Instagram story, or it just like keeps flipping, one character pops up. I used to do like the guess the Disney character, and then whatever character pops up, I just played one of their songs from the movie.
I remember this video. I think it was like your first viral videos. I don't know if everyone remembers that. There was this Instagram filter where you had to click on it, and then it was showing you Pokemons or Disney characters, and then Kapono was playing music for those Disney.
We only had like 15 seconds. Like Instagram stories only have like 15 seconds. Some a little over 15 seconds. So I just use the iMovie to fill in that other 3 seconds. So yeah, I think it's possible. I also seen other big TikTokers use iMovie edits, like like the vegan teacher. They used to so they use like the iMovie to like cut her out, arrange some words in her saying. So Yeah, I think it could go viral. Yeah, if you use iMovies or whatever other edits you have.
I feel like a lot of TikTok tips recommend like filming inside and everything inside the TikTok, and they say like if you film inside the TikTok, then you will get more I don't know, views. That TikTok prioritizes that. I just use CapCut mostly because I don't want to do lots of takes. So for example, if I'm doing a transition and where I'm like turning my head to the right and then I'm like in another outfit, if I do it on TikTok, very often like my transition is not clean because it's very hard to like, I don't know, to be in the same position at the correct time. But if I just film it with my phone and then I connect them together in CapCut, it's like much cleaner transition. And yeah, I also had a tip which I haven't shared about batch filming. So instead of like recording a video every day, you can like set a time and record like maybe 5 videos at the same time and then save them as drafts and then post them throughout the week. This way you don't have to like always worry, oh my God, I have to be recording every day. Also, I think Mariana raised hand, right?
Yes, I was going to ask the same as Frank because we were talking about that previous days ago, and also about that what happened if I record with the camera of my cell phone and not with the one of TikTok or in the app on the app, and that was the question because I had an old account because I had Musically, and I was recording with that and with my interface and my mic and all, but my videos were like 10 views, and we were asking that because we didn't know if that is something that is related to the views or something like that. And yeah. Also,
I've noticed that if you haven't been active on an account for some time, sometimes it's better to like start a new one.
Yeah,
and start from fresh. I feel like TikTok is prioritizing new accounts and like helping you get the views so that you kind of get hooked and you want to post more. I've noticed that like my first account, when it got like to 2,800 followers, it just stopped growing because I was also not so engaged, and also I was stuck in the same niche, and I wanted to post different content. I wanted to post, I don't know, fashion stuff or more makeup stuff. And the people who were like there from before, they were not interested in that. And also it was the language thing. I had like several videos go viral in English, but they were like about coronavirus, like masks. And so it's like people who were following me because of that video probably not interested to see me doing transitions and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's it. I mean, it's recommended to film inside TikTok, but I feel sometimes I have more control if I can film outside of TikTok. Or if I film outside of TikTok, then I import it back on TikTok and I try to add captions inside the TikTok so that TikTok thinks it's a TikTok video.
okay, thanks. And I had another question. It's about recording covers, not play alongs, covers on TikTok because I tried, but they don't have like the same views that they have on Instagram. Also because I don't have a lot of people on TikTok and compared to Instagram, but does the covers have the same reach? Like,
do you are you tagging the sound when you are posting that?
I tried just with Telepatia, the last one that was super viral, but that was a play along, like a tutorial that I have like 2 screens, and it had like 200 views, just 200. It's not.
I think for covers, there are like 2 ways. You can basically record your cover, then you can tag the sound and set it to 0. And then basically the sound is tagged, because if you just upload yourself with the original sound, then algorithm will not catch that it's the cover of this song. And the other thing you can do is you can record yourself on the headphones, and then you can mix the sound on TikTok when you import your video of this cover. So it's kind of you playing along, and then the original sound is playing behind. So people who are like kind of interested or who like this song, they will recognize it and they will stay to watch your video. Elise, do you have any advice, or Kapono, because you're more recording
So I think that's a good idea to use the same sound of the cover that you're doing and set it to 0 just for discover reasons, because if that sound is popping up on a lot of people's For You page and then they come across your cover, they'll be like, oh, this is neat. This is like a different version of the song that I haven't heard. Eden, do you have anything that you want to add to that? Or even just like starting off the cover with a statement being like, I'm going to play a song for you that you completely forgot about from 2010, or I don't know, like start it with an opening statement and then go into your cover. Just maybe get creative with it and see if that helps, because it'll come down to just like experimenting and see what works for your audience and the people who are watching your videos.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Is there anything else? I really like hanging out like this. It's like gives me clubhouse vibes where you have like all the mods and then people come and say, I want advice on how to run my Instagram account or my TikTok account. But I know that we've been like almost 2 hours here. So if anyone wants to share or ask anything. Okay, that's it. That's your last chance. There is like not gonna be any more chances.
I was wondering, basically I did a few covers of Italian songs and did not perform well at all. And then I did some other covers with English songs or standard jazz, my genre of playing basically. And they did it well, did it so much good, so much better. Why is that? We talked about geography before, and my reach of Italian people, it's basically not existent.
I think it also depends how popular the sound is in general. So if like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of videos with this sound, I don't know, like the ones that you covered, were they trending sounds?
No, at all.
Then maybe people just like
that's the problem.
Maybe,
that's the problem.
Maybe people who saw your videos were like more into that kind of music and not so much into like popular music. I'm not sure what songs are currently trending in Italy now, but I know like I mentioned, like I'm a Savage last year was extremely huge, and I think if you did that, if you covered that in your own way, then possibly it could help you grow somehow. There is a Korean guy with electric guitar that plays like kind of like hard rock versions of all the popular songs, and he's like really funny because he takes all those pop songs like even VIP but Megan Thee style, and then he plays and he gets like millions of views.
So I was wondering, do you guys all have Instagram connected to your TikTok account?
I have. What about you guys?
Do you think that's important?
I feel that important because if people want to DM you and they cannot DM you in TikTok, then they can like DM you on Instagram. And
I have something to say about that, Juliana. I think I just have it Elise and I just have it in like text, but I've seen people who do attach it to their TikTok, and I think that's good because then you can, because like when I want to creep on people, I go to their Instagram. So I think it's smart. And I think it's an easier way if people want to reach out to you, because I've had videos gone viral before, and I have these TikTok people who reach out to me going, hey, can we repost your video on our Instagram that has like 10 million followers or whatever? I'm like, oh, wow, how in the world did you find me? But it's because they went and saw my Instagram. So I think it could be good to attach your Instagram on your homepage of your TikTok or your profile of your TikTok. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I actually have my YouTube attached.
Oh, yeah.
So just attach whichever platform you care
About,
most about directing people from your TikTok, whether you have a website or a YouTube or Instagram, just whatever you care the most about.
Well, I think you can only like link website after you have certain amount of followers. Like not everyone can link, but I mean it changes from country to country.
Yeah, that's true.
like some people have this Q&A option and some countries still don't have it.
Right.
I have it with my Super Zero new account, and some big accounts don't have access to this Q&A feature. I think the one feature which we haven't talked, actually I kind of forgot about, was like video responses. So if you get a comment, like a question asking, you can click on that comment and then you can create a video response to it. So you can, I don't know, explain yourself a little bit more, or you can take on some haters and destroy them like Kapono did.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Also, all this live, I'm trying not to freak out over Elise and Eden because I love them so much. You're amazing. You're amazing.
That's so sweet.
That's so kind. Oh my God, same. I love you both.
Oh, you guys are too sweet.
Oh my God. Because I want to say a huge thank you. I'm freaking out right now because thanks to the videos of Elise, I started my journey with the ukulele, and you were like the first videos that I saw to learn in order to learn ukulele. And it's a huge journey because in Peru, with Peruque, we have the community, and we like created that community here, and it's like because of the videos and all of that is sorry, I'm nervous.
Oh no, you're sweet.
Sorry.
Yeah, like for real, like Elise was a huge inspiration for us here in Peru. Well, at least for me, and like starting this company, Peru. And yeah, it's like very great to have you. It's like I feel so like I don't know, like graceful. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are gonna make me cry.
The first Take Comment song video was iconic. So iconic.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God, agreed. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember when it was like popping off and you were posting in your stories like the video has this much videos and this was, and I was like, oh my God, this is
Yeah.
like game changing.
So crazy, yeah.
And I was like, we are so lucky that we were like already working with Elise at that time, and we were like, we're growing together.
Yeah.
Because I think we started talking when you were like less than 100,000, I think. Subscribers, and then all this, it was amazing to watch all this amazing growth like through the years.
Yeah.
And also, I love the video where you teach Eden how to play ukulele your first
Oh
day.
yeah,
That was
that's where it started
amazing.
for you.
That
Yeah,
was
that's where my
amazing.
journey started. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was fun. And we went to Mexico together, and we were filming some even some videos together there. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And okay, let's see if there's any more questions or people who are just listening, and if it's like really late for you, you can just go and you don't have to hang out with us until the end. But I feel like we already said everything that we wanted to say, and we shared a ton of knowledge. And guys, if you have any more questions, then you can reach out to me and I will try to help you. I'm not like super knowledgeable about the whole like music side of things because I'm more into transitions and like generic trends, but I will try to help you with the best of my knowledge. Okay, so I feel that was amazing session. I'm really excited that we made it happen.
Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Thank you, Mandy, for joining. I think I haven't introduced you to the rest of the people here, but Mandy is half of the Ukelele duet who are from the UK, and they're like super famous on the ukulele scene, and they get invited to all the festivals, especially in Europe.
And I've been really inspired tonight. I'm thinking like TikTok songs, but sung opera.
Yeah, I think that would go super viral. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm really excited. Okay, awesome guys! Yay! Thank you so much for joining and for watching and listening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Yes. Thank you, Chris,
was
for
amazing.
moderating. Yes.
Greetings from Mexico.
Yay.
Love you all, guys.
Oh, love you, Olga.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Take care.
Love you.